Good morning, Mr. Christopher Alexander. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing very well, Jeffrey LeChapelle. How are you doing, fine, sir?
I'm great, despite the fact that we are up at an ungodly hour shooting this thing.
It's regular for me, man. It's regular for me.
Too excited to be getting into this. And with that in mind, we're really happy to be announcing a partnership between Inven Global and Ryerson University here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's going to allow for Chris and I and other academics at Ryerson University to pursue esports research in a completely new and unprecedented way. We're going to be able to engage the students and the teachers in material around esports broadcast, production, and other forms of video media. That's just incredibly exciting.
It's amazing. And what we're looking at specifically, we're looking at research, operations, advocacy, and dissemination. So when we're talking about research, we have to look at how we can substantiate and legitimize the video games industry and esports industries via academic publication. What about operations, Jeffrey?
Well, there's all kinds of stuff we can get into, be it home broadcast on Twitch or other platforms, coverage of online or live tournaments, or the production and creation of all kinds of other media to do with video games or esports. And all of that ties into Ryerson's really strong pedigree in its sports broadcasting program. There are teachers and experts and really great students with a ton of expertise in the creation of traditional athletic sports broadcast. And so this is our opportunity to bring esports and video games into that field and learn from and grow esports broadcasting in a way that can professionalize and elevate it in an unprecedented way among academic institutions. What about research, sir? What kind of research do you think is possible in this kind of environment? No spoilers.
Oh, okay. So with some of the research that we're working on right now, it turns out that a lot of the information that we're gathering pushes more towards advocacy, and that is becoming an advocate for how video games can connect to curricular disciplines and industrial ties in terms of substantiation of how people get jobs. What do I mean? Well, there's a lot of information that ties computer science to video game development and computer programming, as well as how project management, one of the strongest programs at Ryerson University, can tie to the video games industry, particularly when it comes to pipeline and video game development and delivery. Well, that moves on to the dissemination part, doesn't it, Jeffrey?
It does indeed. And thanks to the partnership with Inven, that unlocks a ton of possibilities around what we can do in terms of distribution and sharing what we find in our research and our different projects. Gone are the days of writing a research paper and being done with it. We'll still do that, but now we can also do cool things like create podcasts or other forms of illustrated media or things we haven't even thought of yet to be able to involve students and parents and other industry that would normally be turned off or just uninterested in a dry research paper. And that's a really, really exciting thing to bring us forward into the new era of online content creation. And so if there's anything you as industry partners or other people, creators, leaders in the space are interested in learning about, driving, if there's a question or an answer that you're interested in delving into, we would love to hear from you. That's how we're going to push the industry forward. That's how we're going to find the cool research projects. So please do not hesitate to reach out to us. And where can they reach you, Chris?
You can reach me at kalexand@ryerson.ca. That's KALEXAND at ryerson.ca, or the portal of access will be videogamesprof.com. How about you, Jeffrey?
Well, you can reach me at glechappe@ryerson.ca, or you can just reach out to me on Twitter, which is at Jeffrey Lash. Thank you for your time. We're really excited to hear from you guys. Have a great rest of the conference.